Wait! One time you trying to record, I should be recording now. Alrighty, right. Hopefully you are all doing alright and staying safe, and hello and welcome to Tankleberry Does Memes. Hopefully you are all doing alright and staying safe, and in today's episode we have some more trans memes. I tell you, I was stockpiling recently, and it is mostly just filled up with a lot of the Trans Day, Visibility Day. That did not come out properly in the right sentence, make it, but we do also have some background music for today, I tell you, because I finally went and got myself some background music. This one being, let's see, this one is by Stream Cafe and it's Boy Meets Girl. I just like the tune of it because it's not over the top. And it's quite calming, though I still miss Job Season. That one's a good one. Alright, so let me close that bit there because it's always getting in the way. So we'll get right into reading some trans memes, because this one's a long one here at the very start. Luckily I have Zoom, I tell you. Luckily I have Zoom. Which trans Pokemon are you? Gardevoir, elegant, loyal to friends, may or not have the ability to create a black hole. Well, that just comes, with your trans passport, I tell you. It just comes free with your trans passport. We got Sylveon, wears trans flag colours, can tell how others are feeling, hates conflict. Well, I hate conflict, partly, I tell you, partly. Loves swords, protect, only fights for self-defense. You know what, not too bad, Gallade. Primarina, no? Is it Primarina? I'm not sure on how you pronounce it. I am not sure on how you pronounce it. And you know what, I will scoot. Yeah. Wait, there we go. I'll scoot it over a little bit for you there. Alright, so, always topless, hits the gym, every day punches stairs in the face. That one cracks me up. Loves swords, attack, would kill someone, Velty second salt. Well, that's not too bad. At least they're, like if it's a bad person, then yeah, but if it's just an innocent person, then no. Little gremlin, loves technology, won't stop talking. I'm partially a Rotom Nan. The power of Rotom. Lives near the ocean, sends strange signals. Oh yes, I go out into the backyard and I just start sending some smoke signals. Might be from space. Well, who knows, who knows. There might be some trans person that came from outer space. Does not really matter, Does not really matter. As I say, if humans can't get along with themselves, then they can't get along with other species from outer space. But literally, there's that one person that goes and fights trees. Oh, that's funny, I tell you. Magirina, Magirina. I can say it perfectly in my head. I remember the movie, I watched the movie was good. r/trans doesn't speak, would wear a bunny suit. You know what, we should really create a bunny suit for our VTuber avatar one day. That would be a fun thing. That would be a fun thing. Also, is this good height? How about I shrink it down just a tad little bit there? I realize that the top bit kinda is very large. There we go, that's perfect. That is perfect. Alright. Now I need to go and give it a thumbs up. Well, not thumbs up. Check mark. And now we can get on to the other one. How long did that take me? Over 4 minutes. 4 minutes, almost 30. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Picked female character in Pokemon Omega Ruby years ago. Is obsessed with Celeste. Likes browsing r/egg IRL. Uses enemy girl profile picture. Still says so. When I played Pokemon Omega Ruby, I did not pick a female character. So I picked one in my Pokemon Sapphire and my Pokemon Y when I went and replayed those games. I think the farthest I ever got was in Pokemon Emerald. And that's when I got to Rayquaza, and then I could not get up those stairs because my brain could not work puzzles. is obsessed with Celeste. You know what? Never played Celeste, but I tell you, this thing looks hard. You know, I was watching Torimo. Wait 1 second. I need to figure out their name again. It's yeah, Torimo Jory. They do some great streams, I tell you. Sadly, they're what do you call it? I think they're stopped due to certain reasons in life. It's quite sad that they were a really good streamer and VTuber. Alright. You know, have they had a... I don't think they have a Twitch. Do they have a Twitch? You know, it's making me think, you know, I'll see. Because when we, you know, stream episodes like this, I don't normally get to shout out people. So I like to give out some random shout outs whenever I think of them. That is not the right one. But it's close enough, Alright. Let's see. Let us see. Alright, now we can go into the next one. Sorry, I'm just jamming out to the music, you know. I'm taking a lot more camera today. My brain. Songs about being trans, dysphoria, trans memes, me. Yeah, sometimes I get tired, and I tell you, sometimes I get tired. You know, songs about being trans not bad, though a lot of them are very brutal. Very brutal indeed, I tell you. Very brutal. Me, after discovering egg memes. You know what, we should really do some, well, I should really go and grab a bunch of r/egg memes. Because I tell you, I only keep getting it from r/2. And I should really head over there, you know, me and Ben will head over there and we'll gather up a bunch of them. You know, it would probably be a very large stockpile because the ones that I gathered today was over 200. Wait 1 second. Alright, now we can continue relatable. What I want to look like. What I actually look like. Also, I just realized. Is this button, right? Is this a button? I'm a sign. I'm a sign. I'm a sign that you should start voice training. How could you? How could you? How could you? Also, you know what? You can eventually get there, you know. It will take some time, but it will eventually get there. I tell you, hair takes forever to grow. Hair takes forever to grow. I got pretty long hair, but you know, it takes forever, I tell you. It takes forever. That's why, you know, you have to find like the ancient Chinese recipes on how to grow your hair faster. I'm just joking. Talking to significant other, they come out as non-binary. They're valid and I love them, regardless. You know what, that is quite, you know, that is quite wholesome. I quite enjoy that one. That's a wholesome one. Figuring out my gender. Buying a blahash. Figuring out my shorts gender. Yeah, that's a very hard one, I tell you. I have like 3 of them, you know. I got my normal one, but I don't know what gender that shark is, I tell you. I don't know what gender it is. Okay, we'll start from the top and then we'll go around. We have Glaceon over here. I tell you, I could not remember its name the last time, so I had to search it up. How could I forget Glaceon? We got Umbreon. We got Flip. I guess there is no red one, is there? I guess it's an orange red, but at the same time, yeah, there really is not a red, you know, Eevee. Imagine like a, I was trying to think of a good type. A fiery ghost Eevee. That would be sick. That would be sick. We got Jolteon over here. We got Leafeon. We got Vaporeon, Espeon, Eevee, and Sylveon. I quite enjoy Sylveon. Sylveon's my favourite. Alright. Though I do quite enjoy a Jolteon for when I'm playing Gen 1 because my Pikachu always becomes underleveled. Oh, this one's wholesome. This is what you call it, Whooper, getting gender affirming surgery. Look at them, you know, they're no longer male, they're female now. And it's quite wholesome, I tell you, it's quite wholesome. Ah, I like that one. That was a very wholesome one. Hey, wait. Why didn't it show up, you know, for the next one? Person, now that you've transitioned, are you ready to date a man? No, I'm a lesbian. Person, then what's the point of you transitioning? Why not stay a boy if you still like women? My sexual identity and gender identity are different. It's not so simple. Person, please, for the love of everything, I don't understand what you're saying. Expect a lot of Pokemon ones, you know, because that was the last one that I was going through. I was going through different like genres of like, you know, games and all that for different memes. And I was doing a Pokemon one. Look at all the Pokemon trans memes. There are two types of trans girls. You got the golf and you got the, you know, over-colorified ones. I was trying to figure out the word there, but that's the closest that I could get. My brain just does not work these days. Alright. Sylveon is not trans. We have created a example using identical Sylveon colors. Notice any difference? Even if you remove the dark part, which Sylveon actually has. Wanna know more? Don't go to that website. Not Sylveon. Sylveon flag colors. No, you can't use an imaginary animal as a symbol to support the trans community. Hahaha. Trans rights go. I tell you, for some reason, the little bit on the side of the screen keeps disappearing. The one to go to the next bit. So it's very annoying that. Oh, the original fat Pikachu, I always loved the fat Pikachu. Fat Pikachu was just, you know, it kind of reminds me of the rain frog, you know, with the derpy, you know, chubbiness and the butt. Kind of reminds me of that. We got gay. We got lesbian. And we got trans. I remember this episode. This episode made me really cringe back when I first saw it. It was when I was watching it at how would you describe it? It was just very singy. Trying to, you know, see Ash try and act like a girl. So that he could... It's kind of like that one, you know, that one from, I think it's Generation 1 Pokemon. It's kind of like that, when he's trying to fight Erica at the Pokemon gym. But it's only women that are allowed in. Or was that the Perfume one? You know what, it's been that long. You can't blame me. You know what, I watched every single Pokemon episode. And you know what, this is definitely one of the memorable ones of the Unova region. Alright. I tell you, you know, we got gym leader Erica, has a gym full of women, gives out the rainbow badge, loves plants, she's the most powerful Pokemon lesbian, and I have been blind all this time. Also, she's always tired. Erica equal tired equal gay. You know what, I will probably decrease the size and then bring it up a bit. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, that'll do. For some reason it keeps breaking, I tell you. It keeps breaking. Alright, on to the next meme. Yeah, I'm trans, how could you tell? My Pokemon team. I do not actually know the Pokemon name of this Pokemon. I tell you, there's so many new Pokemons out there that, you know, I knew everything up to Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then that's me done for, I tell you. And plus my brain is not that good no more for remembering all the names of the Pokemon. It's still pretty good though, still pretty good. Okay, we got Sylveon, we got that Gernon. I don't know what you call it. We got Mimikyu, we got Gardevoir. We got that weird one from no, is that the shiny version? Or is that entirely, no, that's an entirely different version from that one in Sun and Moon. That must be like a different version. No wait, that has a hammer. What Pokemon has a hammer like that? That's very odd. Also, what time are we? We're at 15 minutes off. Poop. We're gonna have to end off here. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. We have so much just next device. Very important. Have a nice day. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye bye.